All right, I want to welcome everyone here today. I'm Angela Williams. They call me the Powerhouse. I am a certified professional life coach. I specialize in personal finance. I also have a bachelor's degree in finance and accounting, and I have a master's in business. And I am the leader behind the Lifestyle Changers team. So if anybody invited you to this webinar today, they are a part of the Lifestyle Changers. And I'm telling you, we are one of the largest communities out there that's really talking about managing money. We're talking about our finances, and we are talking about investing on a larger scale. And so by the end of this presentation, I am literally going to show you how to increase your cash flow by 1,000% every single year. So let's get started. Now, we have been going through a lot in America. America is in a financial crisis. We not only have to battle the virus that is going on out here, but you know what? People are getting sick and tired of working jobs. That's what they're doing. People are getting sick and tired of working jobs. That's right. 4.2 million people are unemployed, but they unemployed because they wanted to be. That's right. 4.2 million people quit their jobs, okay? And that's just in October alone, because people getting tired of the rat race, and people have learned how to make money from the comfort of their home. But guess what? That doesn't stop anything. 7 out of 10 Americans don't have $1,000 in the bank right now to touch. 67% of African Americans have no emergency savings in case they lose their job, in case their spouse gets sick, or you can get the virus and be having a long-term hospital stay. Yes, it has happened. I've seen people in the hospital 6 or 7 months. Can your family stand that if something was to happen to you? And let's talk about the wealth in America. A wealth is not just how much money you make, but it's how much of that money you can keep. So white America average wealth is about 141,000. We have Hispanics at 13,000. For African Americans, our wealth is about $11,000. So that means that no matter how big of a bag you are getting, you are spending more than you are keeping and investing. And so that's a curse that we're trying to break around here. Now, what a lot of people are not talking about is that by 2035, 5 million jobs will be replaced by AI technology. And if you haven't been paying attention, they did a test run while everybody was locked down due to COVID. What these companies have learned is that they can still get the job done with less people. They have learned that, hey, maybe people don't need to be in a building. They are able to work remotely from home. Maybe we don't need all these people. They're starting to incorporate technology in ways that they'll be able to replace people. So if you're not paying attention, you need to pay attention. Millions of Americans lost their job during the pandemic. Robots and AI technology is actually coming faster. So I say at 2035, I think we're going to see a shift in America's workforce much faster than that. Okay, so if you read right here, we got Elon Musk that said that, number one, there's not enough qualified people in the tech space to do all of the jobs. And so what he feels like is that robots and technology is going to start to take over. There's robots in warehouses now, okay, that's doing the shipping, that's doing the stocking. If you have been going to your local grocery store, you're probably starting to see more and more self-checkout spaces. They are eliminating people. We got driverless cars. They have driverless taxis. Even UPS have a robot that they are working with, you guys, that is learning how to deliver packages to your doorstep. Amazon is doing the same thing. Amazon is testing out drones to be able to deliver your packages. We're going to be having driverless taxis. Can you imagine driving around on a road with other cars and trucks that don't have a real driver in it? But that's where we're going. So think about the Jetsons reality. That is literally what's happening right now in America. You can literally go into hospitals and see robots in hospitals. There's robots that's doing janitorial work, okay? They even got an automated robot that can take the blood out of your arm, replacing nurses. If you're an accountant, most of the people in accounting, what you use in Excel, you use in Access. What does that mean? That it's technology. There is nothing that you do right now on your job that a robot really can't do. I'm trying to tell you. And now they're making that move toward metaverse. And that is because crypto is here and it's here to stay. And You're going to have to learn what you don't know and understand that the old ways of making money, that's not going to be available to you. So a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. There's some people on this webinar right now that is going to lose your job. And you don't want to be like me. The last time something crazy happened back in 2008, I lost everything, job, house, everything. You don't want to have your back up against the wall like that. So what you have to do right now while you still have your job is figure out ways that you can build multiple streams of income, but you got to learn about technology, okay? Metaverse is really simple. It is nothing but an online platform. It's like a virtual reality. So just like you're on this webinar right now, listening to me, with Metaverse, I'll be able to have a room and y'all can come into the room in y'all full body, y'all, and come in and actually talk to me and have this presentation almost like face-to-face, even though we not face-to-face. That's all Metaverse is. And so if you somebody that have a business, you want to make sure that you inside Metaverse. You want to buy you some land in Metaverse. You want to build some buildings in Metaverse, because if you have a product, people are going into Metaverse and they're shopping. And they're shopping for real products. And all you got to do is mail it out to them and you can get that crypto money. So that is where we're going. That is where I'm positioning my team. And if you are a part of the Lifestyle Changers team, that's where you're going to. So what is the solution? Well, the first solution is financial literacy. Financial literacy needs to be taught in every neighborhood and every household. And I hear people all the time say, you know what, financial literacy should be taught in schools. Our parents should have taught us. Well, our parents didn't know. And it's not going to be taught in schools, not majority of the schools, because the schools are not designed to teach you how to build wealth. Schools are designed to teach you how to get a job. And so since we want financial literacy taught in our communities, we need to do it. And so that's why we have all launched financial literacy businesses. That's why you need to have a financial literacy business so you can break the strongholds of debt in your community. So not only do we need to be focused on financial literacy so that people can learn how to manage their money, but we also have to talk about business ownership. If the only stream of income that you have is from a job, you on borrowed time. Your whole lifestyle, your house, your car, everything that you used to have it, you on borrowed time because you don't own that job, you don't control that job, and you can lose it at any time. So you have to have a home-based business. But there's a reason why we are choosing to do an online financial business. Number one, it's recession-proof. And number two, the tax advantages. And I'm gonna go into that in just a minute. And then the third solution is that we have to start taking our money and we have to start investing in assets so that our money can start having babies. That's right. We need to put our money, whether it's stocks, bonds, real estate, what have you, so that we are earning passive money. And that's money that you get without getting up and going to work. And that money should be compounded so that you can put that money to work for you. So why do you need a home-based business? Number one, you need to understand how the tax game works, okay? We have a tax code, and the tax code basically benefits the rich, the people who know, and then there's people who don't know. Now, the people who don't know, they still employees. That's right, you got a W-2, you trade time for your money, and you are taxed the highest. People who work a job is taxed up to 37%. And let me tell you, you go and you do 40, 50 hours and you work your job. What the government do? They rip off their paycheck. They tax you before they give you the rest of your money so you can take that money and pay for your lifestyle, okay? Now, when you are a business owner, you're able to, number one, you're able to increase your cash flow. That means you ain't got to settle for what your boss is paying you. Because I don't care how much your job is paying you right now, they're not paying you what you're worth. I'll tell you that right now. And then a business also allows you to have leverage, build residuals, but there's tax advantages to have a home-based business. See, when you are a business owner, your income is taxed anywhere from 0 to 22%. So you already see having a business tied to your income is going to give you a tax write-off. Now, business owners, we're able to work our businesses, keep all our money up front, spend our money on our expenses, and then we're taxed off what's left. So that's why we just not employees. You got to have a business tied to it. Obviously, the best business to have is an online business. And then there's people that we call investors. And these are people who are investing in land and real estate, or they may have companies, they may be an entertainer, they have albums and things like that. Now, see, these people earn what we call capital gains. And they're taxed anywhere from 0 to 20%. As a company starts to appreciate or grow in value, then some companies pay out their shareholders dividends. Those dividends are taxed from 0 to 20%. All right. Then there's entertainers or people who wrote books, right? Well, they get royalties. Those royalties are taxed 0 to 20%. So as you can see, it's all bad for the people who are employees. They're getting the bulk of the money that comes to the government is coming from the middle class, the lower and the middle class, people who are literally working a job, okay? And so what we wanna do is we're gonna show you how to get your money to work for you. So I wanna welcome you to the world of MyEcon. I absolutely love this business. We're actually going on 16 years coming up. We are a debt-free company. We are a financial literacy education company. We're based out of Atlanta, Georgia. We've cash flowed over $500 million. That means that everybody that's in MyEcon collectively has been able to get a piece of over $500 million. Now, when you join MyEcon, you're going to become what we call a personal finance coach. That's the title everybody should want to have. And so what are some of the topics that you're going to learn in MyEcon? You're going to learn how money works. You're going to learn how to manage your money. We have a whole budgeting tool that is available to you. We're also going to teach you the tax laws so you'll know how to save more of your hard-earned money. We're going to give you debt elimination strategies. You're going to learn how to build your personal credit and how to convert that over into business credit. You're going to learn stock investing education. You're going to learn about retirement planning and how to build a financial literacy business. And of course, you're going to have access to me, and I'm going to take your finances to a whole nother level. Now, let's talk about some of the strategies that you're going to learn when you partner with MyEcon, because not only can you help other people by teaching them about financial literacy, but you can take this information and you can get your own house in order. And so the first strategy we teach you is how to increase your cash flow. So I want y'all to think about that W-4 that you filled out. When you fill out a W-4, you're basically telling the government how much taxes they can take out your paycheck. Now, most people, about 80% of people got their W-4s filled out wrong. So that means that they're being overtaxed. And so what we're going to show you is how to correctly fill out your W-4 and how to unlock some of that hidden money that is sitting in your paycheck. And so when we're able to teach you how to do this, we can show you how to add an extra $200 to $800 a month back into your paycheck, back into your household. We're talking about an extra $2,400 to $9,600 a year back into your household. So for example, we have our business partners, the Reyes family. They adjusted their W-4 and they were able to bring an extra $600 back into their household. And that's over $7,200 a year cash. This is what it looks like. We got Stacy McClaskey, adjusted her W-4, bringing over $1,100 a month that the government was taking from her. She's getting that money back. We got Chad out of New York, who's cash flowing over $900 a month. We got Sandra cash flowing $890 a month. We got Atricia, all these New York people cash flowing over $740 a month. We got the Cruz family cash flowing $600 a month. We got Jose Delgado out of Chi-Town cash flowing over $264 a month. So what happens when you start getting more of this money? Well, the first thing we teach you is we teach you to build your emergency fund, because you got to stash your cash because there's too much uncertainty in the marketplace for you to just be blowing all of your paychecks. So here's my cousin Melinda, who was able to take her cash flow and she has stashed up over 12 months of her living expenses. We got Carmen here, over 12 months of her living expenses. Marta Cunningham out of Chicago, over 12 months of her living expenses. We got Peggy that is actually out of Detroit with over 12 months of her living expenses cash. We got Erica White, and she's actually been able to save over 6 months of living expenses. We got Tanika McGill that's been able to save over 6 months of her living expenses. You got to have that cushion in place just in case something happens. Now, let's talk about the truth. Remember how I told you how the taxes benefit the wealthy? Well, you got to understand that all of the wealthy people, they got tax lawyers and tax accountants, and they go through the tax code and they try to find every loophole they can to keep their money. And that's something that you should be doing too. And obviously, our former president, Donald Trump, he's mastered that. That's right. Donald Trump has not paid no income taxes at all in the last 10 of the 15 years, y'all. But he's a billionaire. And if you think about Amazon, you think about the owner of Amazon, billionaire, but pay less taxes than most people in America as far as their tax rate is concerned. So the second strategy we're going to teach you is how to minimize your tax liability so you can do what the rich do. And so what we're going to do is we're going to teach you the tax code using the IRS publications. And we're also going to give you a tool, and it is called the Cash Flow Manager. And what that app is going to do is it's going to allow you to track all of the expenses that is related to your new financial literacy home-based business. So what we're going to teach you how to do, we're going to teach you how anytime you advertise your business, how to write off the advertising. We're going to teach you how to get the home office deduction, so you can get a little bit of that money back from your mortgage or the rent and utilities that you're paying out. We're going to show you how to write off your cell phone bill. We're going to show you how you can write off 50% of some of the meals that you are eating. We're going to show you how, if you are traveling and enjoying the world, not only are we going to show you how to discount travel, but we're going to show you how to be able to write off all of your vacations, y'all, and little things that you need to do so that you can turn that vacation into a business vacation. If you have a car note, we can show you how to write off a percentage of your car note, the gas you put in your car, your oil changes, the tolls that you may be paying. We can show you how to do that. We'll show you even how to buy a vehicle and how you can write almost the total cost of that vehicle off on your taxes. We'll show you how to hire your children into your financial literacy business. How many of you spending money on kids? Everybody. How many of you got kids that's in a dance club? You might have kids that are playing sports. It costs. And so we can show you how to hire them in your business and how you can write off over $12,000 per child. Okay, so we talking, let me show you what this kind of looks like when you put it all together. See, when you have a home-based business, you qualify for a Schedule C. And this is just a form that you get to attach to your 1040. And on that Schedule C, you're going to be able to write your expenses that you incur during the course of the year on your business. So if you have questions, you can drop them in the chat and I will answer your questions at the end of this presentation. So we want to use the example of our business partner. I call him Q. Q actually has been in my account, about 4 or 5 years, I believe. And so I'm going to use him as an example. Well, what he was able to do is he started his financial literacy business. He was able to write off of $900 in advertising costs. He was able to write off over $7,900 in vehicle expenses. He was able to write off over $5,000 in rent payments. He was able to write off over $3,000 in travel, $600 in utility bills. And he even hired his child in his business and was able to write off another $3,000 at the end of the year. Q was able to write off over $24,000 worth of expenses on his taxes. So let me give you an example of what this looked like. So let's look at line 1. Line 1 is basically saying how much Q made gross on his job. So we're going to say $58,000, okay? So look what happens when you tie a business to your income. Well, on line 6 here, you'll see his write-offs, which is over $24,000. So what is his adjusted gross income? $33,889. You see what happened right there? We already lowered his gross. So instead of being taxed off that $58,000, we got him to $33,000. Then he gets his standard deduction, or if you do itemized deductions. So he got the standard deduction, $18,000. His taxable income was $15,889. Y'all see what happened here? If he did not have a home-based business tied to his income, if he did not understand the tax laws, tax him off of $40,000. That's what they did. They taxed him off of $40,000. But because he said yes to my econ and he learned how to play the game, they only taxed him off of $15,000. So he was able to reduce his tax rate from $22,000 $12,000. And guess what? Even though he had all those write-offs, he still qualified for a refund check of over $4,000 federally, over $1,000 state. What did he do with his money? He paid off over $11,000 of debt, and it increased his credit score 65 points to a 718. This is what minding your money looks like. We had Chad here again out of New York. He income shift $900 a month back into his paycheck. He saved all that money. And at the end of the year, he had $10,800. His write-offs allowed him to drop his tax rate from 24% to 22%. Guess what his refund check was? Over $6,000. We got Bridget here. She income shift $800 a month, $9,600 a year. Tax refund check still over $8,000. We got Pastor Josh here. That income shift $1,000 back in his paycheck. That's saving over $12,000 cash. He ain't sell nothing. He ain't recruited nobody. He got $12,000 just by understanding how his own money worked. And he was able to get a refund check of over $9,000. So let's dig a little bit deeper into Pastor Josh. Pastor Josh has been in my account. It'll be going on 4 years. So let's look at the past 3 years in review. He's been able to income shift for the past 3 years. He was able to keep $35,000 in his paycheck. Y'all understand how powerful this is? Then he told some people about MyEcon, and MyEcon gave him another $9,000. Then because he had all his write-offs, he still got over $23,000 in refund checks. Now add all that cash up. Add it up, y'all. Over the past 3 years, you guys, he has made so much money. I'm telling you that he wrote off over $109,000 in write-offs over the course of a 3-year time period. His tax rate went from 24% to 12,000%. His return on investment, he only invested to get into the business. His return is over 5,000%. You see how powerful this is? Now I want you to think about it. What if he took that $1,000 and he put it into a stock? So I'm gonna use Microsoft as an example. Now Microsoft in a year, your return on investment would have been over 48%. But over the life of Microsoft, it's always been double digits and has always performed better than any index fund that you could ever be in. But I'm gonna be very conservative. Let's say he took that $1,000 that he kept from the government and he put it into Microsoft stock. And let's say he was only getting 14% in his return on investment. In 20 years, Pastor Josh will have $1.3 million. You see how it's working? And you ain't got to be no big salesperson. You ain't got to recruit a single soul. You just got to know how to put your money to work so that that money grows so that you can retire early. And it's for some people cases, retire rich. The third strategy that you're going to learn is how to get out of debt, because I'm here to tell you there is nothing that you can buy that's going to feel better than being debt-free. I live a debt-free life, and so I am always going to encourage others to do the same. We have financial worksheets that is going to take a look at your finances, take a look at the cash flow you have coming in. It allows you to sit down and think about where you are spending your money. Where can we eliminate waste? And how to take that money and use that money to actually get out of debt. So you'll see Carmi here. She was able to pay off over $34,000 of debt in less than 11 months. And I'm here to tell you, they are real estate investors now. I think she owned maybe 2 investment properties now. So this is absolutely powerful. We got Marta here that's cash flowed over $34,000. She's paid off over $16,000 in debt. We already know she built her emergency fund to over a 12 months worth of expenses, and her credit score is a 760. I want y'all to think about Dave Ramsey, y'all. People follow Dave Ramsey to do these same strategies, and they're paying him $60, $70 a month to be able to do that. We're teaching you the same game, and we ain't nowhere near what Dave Ramsey is actually charging people, and he's not even telling you how to trade and invest. We do. So pay attention. We got Evan Rivera out of New York City. He cash flowed over $17,000, paid off $7,000 in debt, added another $2,000 to his emergency fund. We got Shatan here out of Lake County. She was able to pay off over $20,000 in back IRS taxes that she owed. She was able to do it in less than 6 months because of MyEcon. We got Tony Cunningham Sampson here that paid off over $40,000 in student loans. We got Alicia Bodie Edwards that's cash flowed over $42,000, paid off $12,000 in credit card debt, and her credit score is a 756. We got Michelle Brown out of Atlanta that is cash flowed over $97,000. She's paid off $35,000 in debt, and her credit score it jumped 215 points. We got the Giles family that has cash flowed over $110,000, paid off $64,000 in debt. Their credit score went from a 798 and her husband is an 820, y'all. Y'all know how powerful that is. And they just bought their first home. Now, the next strategy that we teach, which is our fourth strategy, and that is how to fix your own credit. So you don't have to be paying nobody $500 to $1,000 to fix your credit. We empower you by showing you how your credit score works, what affects your credit score. We also give you pre-written dispute letters where all you have to do is put your contact information in there and you'll be able to print these letters out because they are already done for you and mail them so that you can get things that are hurting your credit score off your credit report. So we've had people been able to remove medical collections, bankruptcies. I've seen student loans. We also show you how to rebuild your credit, how to add more trade lines. What I'm super excited about is we're going to be automating this process even more. You're literally just going to be able to put your contact information and it's going to populate everything into your letter, you guys. It takes less than 10 minutes to do your letters, get them mailed out so that you can see a difference in your credit score. So I want to give a shout out to Deborah Jones, who was able to boost her credit score to an 846. Can you imagine buying a house, buying a car, buying anything that you want when you got an 846 credit score? You qualify for all the 0% interest rates that are out there. We have Patricia. She was able to boost her credit score to an 805. We got Candy, boost her credit score to a 788. We got Miss Sims here that was able to increase her credit score to a 774. We got Janelle Burns here out of Chicago that was able to increase her credit score to a 762. We got Rico out of Chicago that was able to increase his credit score to a 730. And we got Kendra who was able to increase her credit score to a 728. You see me, I'm right here with an 821 because I love using other people's money to invest in assets so I can make some more money. You see me here qualifying for that $25,000 Navy Federal card, and all of us has been able to do that. You see Kendrick Rousseau that was able to take one of the strategies that we teach you in the credit repair process, and he was able to boost his credit score 133 points in less than 12 days. But guess where he at right now? He at a 763. We got Q here that's starting to transition from personal credit to business credit. So as you can see, he got his American Express card. We got Will that was able to do that as well. I've been able to obtain over $90,000 in credit, and we can show you how to do that too. This is what else we was able to do with our credit scores. Shout out to the Corlez family. They bought them a new house. Yes. Shout out to my cousin Melinda. She bought her a new house. Shout out to Camila. Yes, she bought her a new house. Shout out to the Reyes family. Yes, they bought them another house. Delgado family. And so this is powerful, you guys, but it really didn't stop right there. I want to give a shout out to Bridget. Not only did she fix her credit score with our do-it-yourself credit repair system, but she was also able to become a new investor. You guys, she bought this building actually in Chicago. This building actually has 3 different units in it. So she's able to take one unit and it covers the mortgage, and then she's able to cash flow the other 2 units. So shout out to Bridget for becoming a new investor. Now, this is what it looks like when you put it all together. So we show you how to income shift so that you can add some more money back into your paycheck. We teach you how to build an emergency savings. We teach you the tax laws so you can minimize your tax liability. We teach you how to get out of debt so that you can increase your cash flow even more. We show you how to fix your credit so you can use other people's money. And then later, I'm gonna show you how we accumulate assets. So when you mind your money and put it all together, this is what it looks like. I want to give a shout out to Camila because this is what she was able to do. She was able to cash flow $739 a month back into her household. She was able to increase her emergency savings by $12,000. She was able to start funding her self-managed investment account with Fidelity. Now she has over $9,000 in it. She went from owing the IRS every single year because she didn't have a business. And just by tying it, she dropped her tax rate from 26% to 12%. Guess what? For the first time, instead of owing the IRS owed her $5,200. She was able to increase her credit score to a 704, became a new homeowner, and locked in a 2.6% interest rate. This is what Elevation Finance looks like. Shout out to Michael Macklin. He's been able to cash flow over $104,000. He's increased his emergency fund another $10,000. He's been able to pay off over $74,000 in debt. He was able to increase his personal credit to an 820 credit score. And then he was able to take this personal credit, convert it into business credit, and then he used the business credit to launch his car rental business. That's right, he bought 2 vehicles and now he is putting them on Turo, and now Turo is paying him every single month passive residual income. Shout out to you. Christina, yes, Ms. Booker out of DC. She was able to increase her emergency savings by over $15,000. She paid off $61,000 worth of debt. She increased her credit score to a 770. Then what we teach from my econ is we show you how to start adding more businesses to your wealth strategy, right? So she launched Wink and Blush, which is her lash and eyebrow business. And guess what? She has made $76,000 this year. You see how powerful that is? But y'all, this ain't even updated. She ended up sending me another one. She had over $90,000. She's going to be a 6-figure income earner just off her eyelash business. And guess what? She's still in my econ. Shout out to Felicia Cox. Let me tell you, she bad to the bone. Not only did she come in my econ and want to tell the world about the power of financial literacy, and because she did that, she is advanced to the CEO Infinity rank. She's also been able to grab an additional $50,000 from my econ back into her household. She went and opened up an Amazon store, and she's been able to grab another $40,000. She increased her personal credit score to a 740. She has her fitness business that's bringing in another $68,000. And she grabbed another $25,000 this year out the Forex market. And guess what? She just bought her first van because, yes, she's launching her logistics business. So I want to give a shout out to Felicia Cox, because this is what it looks like when you man your money, elevate your finances. And I'm telling you, if you're not around people that are supporting you, that are pushing you to a new way of life, you need to be part of Lifestyle Changers team. The 5th and final strategy that you're going to learn about is you're going to learn how to invest in the stock market, and you're going to learn fundamental information. So you'll learn how to gauge the health of any corporation. And then because you came around me, I'm going to teach you technical analysis because I'm a day trader. So you're going to know how to look at stock charts, how to read the stock chart. You're going to know when to get into a position to purchase a stock and what is the best price for you. You're also going to know when to ring the register, when to close out and take your profits. You're also going to be able to know when the market is getting ready to pull back and fall so that you can make some changes, but at the same time, have some cash on the side so that you can buy the dip. So I want you to think about it. If you got Nike on your feet, do you own Nike stock? Do you know that the last major crash that the stock market had, and that's when COVID first hit, do you know that Nike fell down to $67? Had you bought it then, look at the Nike stock now, it's $165. Look at here, Walmart dropped to $104. Now Walmart is $139. How many of you swiping that credit card? Do you own the stock? It dropped to $146. It's now $216. Bank of America dropped to 18 bucks. Now it's $44. So even if you didn't have a whole lot of money, you could have put your money in Bank of America when it was $18 a share. And guess what? You doubled your money. How many of you flying Southwest Airlines? It dropped to $24. Now it's $41. How many of you got Coca-Cola products and potato chips in your kitchen? It dropped to $37. Now it's $58 a share. And so many of us was able to take our finances to a whole nother level because we had that liquid cash, because we have been working on our finances all that time. So when the stock market dropped so that you can get almost 50–60% discount on stocks, we was able to jump in. We were able to build some wealth. Shout out to Tanika, who is now the owner of Apple and Nike, Amazon, AbbVie, Tesla, Facebook. Shout out to Stephanie Hamilton, who owns Walmart and Tesla, Walgreens, Target, and she owns some Bitcoin as well. Shout out to Erica Lazine. She owns Tesla, Microsoft, Nike, Apple, my favorite, Block, as well as Robo. We also have Mike Macklin here, who owns index funds, the S&P 500. He also owns real estate stocks. So even if you're not somebody that want to get into owning real estate, invest in the stocks, and they pay some amazing dividends. And Michael also opened up a custodial investment account for his daughter so that she can start making money in the stock market as well. I want to give a shout out to Miss Stacy McClaskey. Miss Stacy came into my econ. She said, Angela, show me what I need to be investing my money in because my money needs to be having babies. And everything that I told her to do, she absolutely did it. So let me tell you, a year ago, she had built her self-management investment account to $196. In a year's time, that account had grew to $75,978. Now, check her out. In 1 year, it increased some more because now it was at $281,000. So in a year, it increased to $84,814. But then she sent me another screenshot, $297,000, y'all. This is so powerful. And only thing that I like to say about this is y'all got to understand that a lot of times if you have a 401k, sometimes your 401k is actually not in the right accounts. It's in not the right funds. So your money is not multiplying in a way that it needs to be. You have to be around some people who can tell you what index funds is going to give you double-digit return so that you can change your life. And that's what Stacy was able to do. And that's why her portfolio has been able to grow in such a short period of time. Now, I want to give a shout out to LaJonda, because what LaJonda was able to do is I had a stock and sip event. And I called out an alert to purchase Tesla. And what she did is, this is before the stock split, she actually purchased Tesla. After the stock split, she became an owner with 31 shares, you guys, over 31 shares of stock. Guess what she was able to do? She was able to take the profits that she earned from Tesla, because y'all know Tesla over $1,000 per share. I want y'all to think about that. She had 31 shares. She was able to become an investor, 3 properties. Shout out to you. I also want to give a shout out to Randy Hubbard, because not only do we teach you how to invest in stocks, I also have a stocks options class. So I can show you how to leverage your money so that you can make more money off of the stock market moves, but you can make it every single day. So Randy was able to pull over $412 in a day by trading a Microsoft stock options. I want to give a shout out to Crystal Golston, who was able to flip $480 in 20 minutes. And y'all, she had a $6,000 month trading in the options market. And so because I am a day trader, I get to take you to another level. See, I got advanced day trading classes, and I got a strategy that is so simple, anybody can do it. My strategy is allowing people to grab $100 to $1,000 out of the Forex, the futures market, every single day. Let me show you what it looks like, y'all. I got a Facebook group. It is an investment Facebook group. And do you know that we have been able to generate 1.5 million in cash live? I'm not talking about demo. I'm talking about live. $1.5 million. You see Pastor Josh here was able to grab $3,000 in one single day trading in the Forex market. He also traded binary options. You see him having over a $2,000 day because he was trading Forex and the binaries. We have Timothy Taylor here that made over $2,000 in a day. We got Stacy McClaskey, who flipped $2,000 into $6,000 in 5 days trading in Forex. We got Rashad Brown that made $4,000 in less than 10 minutes trading in the Forex markets using my scalp strategy. You see me here, was able to grab $540 in 5 minutes trading binary options. You see Damar Flowers here, he had a $1,000 Forex day. You see Jose Delgado, he was able to make $700 in a single day, and he was actually trading futures. 90% of the time, I am a futures trader. You see Q here, he made $323 in 10 minutes trading in the futures market. He made $800 in 5 minutes trading in the Forex as well as the options market. We have Corey Milan here. He made $12,000 in 5 days. You know, most people, it take them a month to make $12,000, but he made $12,000 in 5 days trading in the futures market. You see me here having a $20,000 a month in the futures market. We got Felicia Cox here that was able to make $669 in 1 day, and she was trading in the Forex market. And literally, Felicia is in and out of the market in an hour. Now, we're not sitting up looking at charts all day. We make our money so from 8:30 to 10 o'clock. That's the window, in and out. She made $669, y'all. This is powerful. We have Tricia Faulkner Thomas, who had $1,000 day trading in the crypto market, and she has made some nice money. She's even teaching her son how to trade in the Forex market. We got Mark Tannum here that was able to make $240,000 in a 3-day time period. And these are live accounts, y'all. He was able to make $250,000 in 3 days in our Forex market. We got Jose, who was able to make over $300,000, you guys, $381,000 trading in the Forex market. We have Spencer. She's definitely the queen in the Forex building. She was able to make over $522,000 live in the Forex market. And she even bought herself a gift. Y'all see her right there. She bought her a Rolls Royce Ghost, y'all, with some of her Forex profits. So shout out to everybody who is multiplying their money and making money on a daily basis. Now, it gets a little bit better, because what do we also do? We invest in the cryptocurrency market. Okay, you got to understand that many of the banks, many of the wealthy people did not participate in crypto because they did not believe it. But guess what? They all trying to get in the game right now. Now, all these cryptocurrencies out there is getting the US dollar to a point where people feel like the US dollar is going to be replaced by crypto. Now, whether or not that happened, I don't know. But what I do know is that you do not want to be left behind. The CEO here of Citigroup, let me tell you what he said. He said that every financial institution is thinking about buying and selling crypto. So the question is, why you're not? Why you're not? This is one of the fastest ways for you to multiply your money. And so what me and my team do is we literally invest in the main cryptocurrencies, you know, the Bitcoins that's out there, the Ethereums, the Binance that are out there. We also invest in cryptocurrencies that support payment platforms, you know, like the Ripple and the Mana that's going to be supporting the metaverse. We also invest in stable coins like Tether. And what I love about stable coins is that they are usually backed by the US dollar or gold. So basically, when you put your money in a stable coin, you do not have to risk losing it. There's a 99.9% chance your money will not go anywhere, but it will hold its value. And we're also able to stake our coins and grow our stable coin value at a higher rate. Now, we also invest in those meme coins, and those are the coins that were created initially for fun, like the Dogecoin and the Shiba that's out there. We get into that as well. And then we're also investing in NFTs, and NFTs are just tokens, and it gives you ownership of a real asset. So every NFT is backed by a real asset. So if you are an artist, you do paintings, well, guess what? You can sell your painting in a form of an NFT. Okay, and the person that you sell it to is going to own that painting. For example, there was a sporting card with LeBron James dunking on somebody. Well, guess what? Somebody owned that sporting card, and they were able to secure it into an NFT. They literally, I think they bought that card for probably like $100,000, but they were able to sell that NFT to somebody else for over $300,000. So yes, you can actually sell your NFT to somebody else and make some money. And so that's what we're doing. And so what I did back when the virus had just kicked off and everything was shut down and they started sending out those stimulus checks, what I did was a crypto challenge. And what I did is I challenged people to take their stimulus checks and put it into crypto. And I just want to show you what happened. So I took my $1,800 in stimulus checks and I put it in crypto, and I was able to grow that stimulus check from $1,800 to $7,000. That's right. All that money that you got from the government, you should have been able to multiply that and have even more. I was able to make over $18,000 in 1 day just trading Dogecoin alone. I pulled out $64,000 from the crypto markets just this year alone. I've gotten back in because, you know, everybody was talking about Shiba. So the crypto balance is over $17,000 right now. As you can see, owning over 92 million shares of it. We got Maisha here. Let me tell you, when I did my stock, I did a stock webinar and I did an alert to buy Bitcoin. So what she did is she went out and Bitcoin had dropped to like, what, $11,000. She bought a full share. Okay, not a full share, but she bought one coin, right? When it was $11,000. Well, at this time, when I did this screenshot here, it had grew to over $51,000. Then what she did is she flipped that 11,000 into 51,000. And then she took money out of the crypto, remodeled her house, left 11,000, and now it's still worth over $24,000. I want to give a shout out to Rochella, who have built her crypto account to over $27,000. I want to give a shout out to Atricia once again, who have built her crypto account to over $11,000, and it's probably much higher right now. We have Kendra here that was able to build her crypto account to over $12,000. How powerful is that? Now, what we also have access to is a money multiplier crypto account. And what that means is we're able to take some of our crypto and we're able to put it in an account that is going to grow our crypto balance over 3 times over. Okay, you got to understand that not only should you be investing in crypto, not only should you be investing in NFTs, but you also got to get in that DeFi space. And that DeFi space is just basically online banking. But you got to understand that online banking is going to pay you more return on your crypto than having your money sitting in the bank account. And so all the banks, they're running scared because DeFi is literally taking over. And so we have access to a money multiplier account that 3 times our money. So for example, if you were to put 300 in Tether and you put it into your money multiplier account, this money multiplier account is going to pay you $1.50 every single day for 600 straight days until you have 900. If you put 1,000 in crypto into the money multiplier account, you'll get 3,000. If you put up 10,000 in your crypto account, you'll get $30,000. Now, I also have strategy. I'm not going to talk about it here, but once you come into the Lifestyle Changers, I have a strategy that'll show you how to 10 times this money, right? But even if you put up 5,000 in cryptocurrency and you were able to generate 15,000, you're making $25 a day. That's $750 a month. That's 15% return on your crypto. Let me show y'all. This is why we're doing it. Here is a snapshot of a real bank account of a member in the Lifestyle Changers team, okay? Now this member in their savings account at their bank had $83,000 in it. Y'all see it right here? $83,806. Guess what the bank is paying them for this money market account that they got this money in? $10.89 a month. $10.89 a month off of $83,000. This Lifestyle Changer was making $130 a year in their money market account. In the end of 600 days, their balance will grow from $83,806 to $83,915. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize that you shouldn't be keeping your money in the bank. That $83,000 ain't even there. The banks took that $83,000 and then loaned that money out to people who wanted small business loans, home improvement loans, people who want to buy cars. They're paying her less than 1% on this money, but turn around and loan that money out to other people and charge them 5, 8, 10%. The bank is making more money off your money than you are. Had this individual was able to open up a money multiplier account, if she was to just take a little bit of that money, y'all, she was able to grow her money at a higher rate, okay? So if she was to take $500 out of this $83,000, put it in a money multiplier account, her account would be $84,698, still more than what she was getting by leaving it in the bank. If she was to take $1,000 out of this 83,000, at the end of 600 days, her account would have grown by $1,783, way more than the bank. It should have took $10,000 out of that $83,000. Look, she would have made another $19,000. That means that at the end of 600 days, instead of having 83,915, she would have $103,698. Do you understand where we're going here? This is what it looks like. I want to give a shout out to Gerald Williams. Gerald Williams put up $31,000 in crypto. Guess how much he's going to be paid out? $100,000. And guess what he's paid? $5,000 a month until the whole 100,000 is paid out. This is my mother here. And I used her as that bank example of having $80,000 and only making $200 a year. Guess what? She took some of that money out, y'all. And guess what she's going to be getting back? Over $61,000. She's making $3,000 a month off her crypto. We got Tina here. She's going to be paid back over $19,000. She's going to be getting $964 a month. You see Valerie here. She's going to be getting back over $17,000. She's getting $862 a month. Do you see how powerful this is? Whoever invited you here today, you need to be getting back to them and being like, I'm all the way in, because the Lifestyle Changers have secured over $532,000 that's going to be coming back to us. You need to be a part of this. Can you see the value of MyEcon? I hope you do. How do we get paid? Well, not only do you make money from managing your own money and learning how to day trade and learning how to invest, we also have financial tools and education that others can purchase from you where you can earn some monthly commissions. We also get paid when we refer other people to the MyEcon opportunity. So if you help other people launch financial literacy businesses across the country, when MyEcon get paid, they're going to pay you some of their profits. And so obviously, if I tell somebody about the opportunity, you can make $25 in just upfront referrals. It don't seem like a lot of money, but I'm here to tell you. We got Felicia Cox that was able to pull out over $8,000 in 60 days just by helping people set up financial literacy businesses all across the country. And then we also earn residual income where we're getting paid month after month, year after year, even if we don't get out of bed. So let's talk about how you can become a part of this. If you say yes to MyEcon, you're going to get business and personal finance education. You're going to learn how to manage your money. You're going to learn how to get out of debt. You're going to get a retirement strategist so you know how much money you need to be investing on a monthly basis for you to retire when you want to retire and be able to enjoy the amount of monthly cash flow that your retirement asset is going to pay you. You're going to learn how to invest in stock. You're going to learn how to day trade Forex. You're going to learn how to trade crypto. You can have access to an options course. You can learn how to trade futures. You're going to learn how to income shift your paycheck so that you can add an extra $200 to $800 back into your household. You're going to learn the tax advantages of having a home-based business so you can minimize your liability. You're going to get the cash flow manager software. That's your bookkeeping tool. That's going to make you IRS compliant. You're going to get the credit repair education so you can boost your credit score. And I'll show you how to build business credit. You're going to get an e-commerce website furnished to you by MyEcon. We're also going to show you how to set up your LLCs if you don't already have them. We also can show you how to get access to discount travel as well. But all of this is valued at over $5,000. And I want you to know, it normally costs $99 to say yes at MyEcon. And I think that's too cheap anyway. But if you say yes to MyEcon tonight, you can get a test trial for 30 days for $9.95. And if you, after 30 days, if we put you on a whole new way of life, you can continue with your business, have it operating for $34.95 a month. That's $1.16 a day. And if you're willing to do that, we can show you how to get an extra $100 to $600 in your paycheck for this new January 2022. So whoever invited you to this webinar, make sure you get back to them. They can share with you a link so you can get signed up. This $9.95 opportunity will be gone in 7 days. And I know that I've already raised your financial IQ. And I already know that this is the place that you want to be. So again, whoever invited you, I want you to get back to them. If anybody have any comments or any questions, you can actually drop it in the chat. I'm going to go back and just see if anybody put any questions in here. So if you got any questions, you can put it in the chat. Ooh, we had a nice packed house here, y'all. Over 76 people was in here. All right, I don't know if I see any questions here. I'm trying to scan through here. Y'all in the right place at the right time with the right group of people. We all winning up over here. I've been able to secure $1 million retirement portfolio. I got multiple streams of income that is coming so many different places. I can't even keep up with it. In my group, I just launched another opportunity for my team where I'm teaching them how to make money in the tax prep business. So you're gonna start seeing some shout outs of people who grabbing a whole lot of money in the next 4 months. Yes, we got tax businesses, we got credit repair businesses, we got trading businesses, we got so much going on. Ooh, okay. Yes. You should be able to, you should be able to re-sign up for $9.95. After 30 days, it is $34.95. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why we pay our $34.95 a month. See, when you have a home-based business, when it comes to the IRS and getting your tax write-offs, especially if you adjust your W-4. So if you adjust your W-4, and let's say you get an extra $600 a month, well, you paying $34.95 a month. Every month that you paying that $34.95, that is showing the IRS that you got an operating business. Okay, so that also qualify your business for tax write-offs. So as long as your business is open, you can qualify for monthly tax write-offs. And if you just look at it in a bigger picture, if you're paying $34.95 in a year, you paid about $419. But you in cash flow probably about anywhere from $6,000 to $9,000 because you kept them federal taxes from being taken out your paycheck. And then you're gonna qualify from anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000, $30,000 worth of write-offs, but you're still getting a refund check. So the business pays for itself. I spend $34.95 a month on all type of ridiculous stuff, but none of that is multiplying my money in the way that being in my econ is going to do that. Okay, my tax class, ooh, honey, I can let you in, but you are working with a very low time frame because I need everybody to get their tax certifications by December 31st. You got to go through a tax class, and then I'm going to teach you my tax software. So if you want to, you can, but you are working with a very small window. And so, like I said, we getting residual money from my econ. We getting right now money from my econ. We getting money from credit repair businesses. We get money from our tax businesses. We get money every day because we trade Forex and futures, we trade options, and then we build long-term investment portfolios and multiplying our crypto by 15% a month. It don't get no better than that. And there's not another opportunity on earth that you can get access to all of this for no $34.95 a month. It's people paying $250 a month, and they only getting Forex, maybe a little bit of crypto. They ain't getting everything. So you can't find another opportunity that is out there. So again, get back to the person who invited you to this webinar. They'll send you a link. They'll get you locked and loaded. Once you're in the business, they're going to give you an invite to our Lifestyle Changers group, as well as an invite to our Forex group, so that you can start learning how to generate income virtually. Okay, so I want to thank you all for coming out tonight, hanging out with me again. I hope I shifted your mindset a little bit, and I can't wait partnering with some of you all, and I will see y'all at the top. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Good night.